Hey, what's up you guys, it's Kurt here. It's winter break over here in Stockholm, which means a little bit less work for me and a little bit more time to make some videos. So today's topic is, should I invest in cryptocurrency? And this is actually a question that came to me from one of my subscribers. He sent me a DM basically asking, hey Kurt, when are you going to finally make a video about investing in crypto? Now this is a long overdue topic, I agree. And I thought today we want to look at crypto as the opportunity to invest in something a little bit more volatile. And to set the scene here, I want to share an excerpt from Robert Shiller's book called The Irrational Exuberance. It's a book about bubbles and economic crises that are happening within the market from the 90s, the 2000s. And I thought that nicely kind of sets the scene for us when we talk about crypto and whether crypto is a bubble or it's actually a good opportunity to invest in something which is very new and many of the old guys, as people say, have no clue about. So let me read you the conclusion. And the conclusion itself also has a title. And the title of the conclusion says, Speculative Volatility in a Free Society. So Schiller says, unfortunately, the nature of bubbles is sufficiently complex and changing that we can never expect to document the particular role of any given policy in bringing about the objective of long-term economic welfare. Ultimately, in a free society, we cannot protect people completely from the consequences of their own errors. We cannot protect them without preventing them from the possibility of achieving their own fulfillment. We also cannot protect society from the effects of the waves of irrational exuberance or irrational pessimism, emotional reactions that are part of the human condition. Now, how about that? I'll let you think about that for a second. So, should we invest in cryptocurrency? That's what we're discussing today. And what I really want to cover is actually get a little bit into the details of why people in general want to invest in crypto. Why are they drawn to this new way of new currency, digital currency, or new technology, blockchain, which is basically giving birth to those cryptocurrencies. Now, the reason why some people also get into crypto is because they have a friend or they have a friend of a friend who's made some money in crypto and they also want a piece of it. Or they want to basically say, okay, well, I need to invest a little bit in crypto because I might be missing out on a great opportunity. And this is something called the fear of missing out, or FOMO. Other people who actually are investing on a regular basis and they have, let's say, a large stock and bond portfolio, they may be motivated to invest in crypto because they say, well, I have to diversify my portfolio. If there's something new on the horizon, I have to have a little bit of that in my portfolio so I'm not actually taking a risk against what can be the next new thing or what could make my portfolio, let's say, not as profitable. So anyway, it's a way to diversify a portfolio from some people's perspective. And lastly, I also want to share that some people are actually looking at crypto as the opportunity to get rich fast. I mean, granted, there's great volatility with crypto, which basically means you can either lose a lot of money fast or you can make a lot of money fast. So wanting to get rich fast, that is a possible option. I mean, it's one way to get rich fast if you're able to time it perfectly. Meaning buy when there's a huge dip, for example, for Bitcoin, and then sell it when Bitcoin was around $20,000. I think some of you may be experiencing a interesting phenomena where everybody around you is talking about crypto. Everybody around you is maybe experimenting with buying crypto, or you have some close friends which are advising you to buy some crypto because it is the next big thing. That's quite common. In fact, that's how I got into crypto myself. So as I was starting researching about Bitcoin, I saw a lot of posts on the internet. So people having great success stories, people made a lot of money, but also there were some bad stories, people getting some cryptocurrency stolen, people having bad experiences, people following some guides about investing in crypto or falling for some scams. There's still quite a bit of scams around cryptocurrency, and it's all over the place. So I got a little bit kind of like on the sidelines at that point. I said, okay, let me actually really think about this and really understand what I'm getting into. So the more I was researching, people were saying that crypto being based on blockchain technology is the future, but at the same time there are people on the other side that are basically saying then, okay, if crypto is the future, have you thought about actually that crypto might be a bubble, just like any of the other bubbles we've had in the past years? And that was really a valid question I wanted to dig into further. And when I was digging a little bit more, we need to be absolutely clear that blockchain is the future indeed, and is the future for secure transactions, and institutions are adopting it. However, crypto using blockchain technology is not quite necessarily synonymous as being the future, because up until this point it's not really backed by a government, and that makes it a little bit of a interesting situation. And I'm not saying necessarily this is a groundbreaking news for you, you probably know that, but I just wanted to put this in perspective and really lay out what are some of the objective facts. And by the way, before I continue, it's probably at this point in the video where you already have quite a bit of going through your head and quite a bit of information. You probably want to kind of reply back or respond to what I've already said. I want to take a breather here for a second, and if you've got any thoughts on crypto, or if you've got great experience or bad experience, anything that you want to share, feel free to put it down in the comment section, because I'm really interested to know what has been your experience if you're investing in crypto, and which crypto you're buying or selling, and at what point. Because at the moment it seems like Bitcoin, for example, is down from its all-time highs, but I'm not sure, is it a good time for somebody that has not invested in crypto at all to get in? Is Bitcoin, for example, going to go up still? So let me go back to what I was saying already, that I've read all kinds of controversial kind of opinions, some articles, some academic articles, some people sharing good and bad experiences. And then what I was also thinking is, okay, the ultimate question that I want to answer myself is crypto a good investment? Because if you listen to some of the kind of well-established people in the investment community, what they say about crypto, they're a little bit reserved. So let me share a couple of comments from some of the seasoned investors such as Warren Buffett and Jack Bogle. Jack Bogle, for example, he says, successful investing is about owning businesses and repeating the huge rewards provided by the dividends and earnings growth of our nations, and for that matter, the world's corporations. He also says, avoid Bitcoin like the plague. A firm position by Jack, basically saying stay away from crypto. And if we look at Warren Buffett also, he shares a similar view. What he says is, when it comes to investing, you really can't be putting your money into American businesses. In other words, he does not consider investing in crypto the same as investing in a business. And his stand is actually quite similar to what he usually says about investing in gold. That is, he doesn't want to own any gold, he doesn't want to own any crypto, because he feels that it's much better to spend money on something like buying a piece of land. I definitely agree. I mean, who am I to disagree with Warren Buffett and Jack Bogle? But I wanted to share this with you because, it's good to listen to those wise and seasoned investors who are actually the richest people in the world. And out of my research, what I wanted to do here in this video is to kind of list out some of the objective facts that I found, because I believe having those objective facts, it will allow you to make an informed and rational decision for yourself whether investing in cryptocurrencies is a good thing for you specifically, or you should stay away from crypto. So first of all, experts and other well-known people in the investing community, they do disagree. They do have opposing views, which basically means there is no necessarily single right or wrong answer. In some cases, it may be a good position for you to take to invest some amount into cryptocurrencies. In other cases, probably you don't want to bother with it. All right, secondly here, there are plenty of horror stories and plenty of success stories. So depending on the type of person that you are, you may be totally put off by the horror stories and you may say, this is not for me, I'm not going to deal with it, don't even talk about it. But on the flip side, if you're somebody who is more risk tolerant and if you're willing to basically take a higher risk with crypto, that has the potential to give you high reward, because there is the potential for you to get richer or make a little bit of a decent amount of cash betting on crypto, especially if you can time it right. Another fact that we cannot ignore is that crypto is not a business. It is not the same as an income producing asset, so it has no underlying value. And we can't deny that, because cryptocurrency is just a new type of currency. Granted, it's based on blockchain, but it's not a business. And also, it's not conventional currency. It's not used everywhere and it's not accepted everywhere. You can't really go to, at least today, you can't really go to any grocery store and buy some groceries with Bitcoin, for example. Now, I'm not saying this will never happen, but at this point, this is not the case, and that is the objective fact. And lastly, owning crypto is also speculative in nature. You can't deny that, because the way to make money from crypto is if you're willing to find somebody to buy your Bitcoins or your Ethereum or whatever cryptocurrency you own for more money that you've bought your shares. Just like trading with other currencies, trading US dollars or British pounds, all kinds of political events impact the price. So you're betting on certain odds that one currency will do better than the other. And in this case, you're basically trading cryptocurrencies with your dollars. So should you be buying Bitcoin and any other cryptocurrencies? I don't want to answer that question for you. I think you can do that for yourself, hopefully with some of these facts that we talked about in today's episode. And the way I look at it is, I make the analogy of, say, going to the casino. So if I go to Vegas or if I go to Atlantic City, fun times by the way, it's the same thing. I have some money with me, which I go to the casino with the notion to win some money back and maybe double my money, but I know that there's a great chance I can lose my money in the casino. As a matter of fact, as we all know, going to the casino, it's basically the house always wins. So the odds are against me. And this is how I look at crypto as well. I know it's risky and I know there's a great chance I'm going to lose the money that I'm putting into Bitcoin, for example. But I'm okay with that because it's only a very small portion of my portfolio. Now, if you're somebody that's very young and that has basically, as they say, if you're very young, it's the best time to risk everything that you got to either start a business or work in a startup or invest in risky assets. You know, if you lose all the money that you put into crypto, so be it. You've got so much time ahead of you. So much of your working life is still to come. So you can always make some more money. But if you're somebody closer to retirement, for example, and you've already, you have your nest egg, you're closer to that age where you're not going to be earning any money or it's hard for you to find a job, then you may want to play it safer and actually not bet on things like cryptocurrency because that's too volatile. It's too risky for you. So again, depending on your personal circumstances, the answer differs, but I hope you're able to answer that question for yourself with some of the things that we discussed today. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you feel very strongly about cryptocurrency investing, or if you're an expert in this, please share your knowledge down in the comment section. I think this can help everybody, so I really believe we can all learn from each other. And perhaps, in this case, I can learn something from you. And be on the lookout also for my next episode, which is going to be on active versus passive investing. So if you're new to the channel and just subscribed, first of all, thank you for subscribing, but don't forget to hit the bell notification icon to the right because that's going to let you know when I post my next video. So until next time, keep investing and stay the course.